All right, guys, I'm back. It's Miss Bass here. The first part of my week is almost always the busiest, so I gotta apologize for the little break in videos there. But we're gonna jump back into our beginner's guide. We're gonna talk about resource management. This is one of the biggest issues that new players, myself included on my other account, I'm constantly facing a credit shortage on that account. Resource management is one of the biggest aspects of this game to keep yourself. Um, Gainfully employed, so to speak, with your time, your resources, and everything else. So, obviously, the core resources are going to be credits and crystals, but it goes far beyond that. You've got energy, you've got cantina energy, you've got materials for gear, and you've got materials for skills. Now, credits have their basic use. They're used for leveling your characters, promoting your characters. Crystals are used for buying data cards, your energy refreshments, your shipment items that cost crystals, and then also to reset cooldown timers. Resetting cooldown timers, terrible idea. Terrible, terrible, terrible. This game was all about the long haul, being patient, waiting for those timers to reset themselves. Um, it's always worth it to just wait the 5 6 hours that you have left on your timers for the things to reset themselves. um, that those 50 crystals are worth far more with energy, because when you purchase energy with your crystals, you're getting experience on top of sim tickets. And experience for you lower levels that are leveling up is priceless. Cantina energy, I never do the 200 crystal Cantina energy purchase because it's not worth it to me. Now I do partake in the 100 periodically, just because you're getting 21 Cantina credits when you complete a level 5, or yeah, stage 5 or stage 6 battle. So you're getting a very good return on that investment. That 120 energy that you're buying gives you 210 um, Cantina points, because you're getting 10 battles out of the deal. They cost 12 energy. You do it 10 times, it's going to cost you. It's going to get you 210 Cantina credits, which give you one character pack, or half of a character pack. So you're getting it's a substantial return on that investment there. Um, the other things, uh, the thing about credits that makes them so valuable is leveling your characters. That is probably the single largest expense that people have with their credits, is leveling characters. For instance, to level a character from 59 to 60, let's just go ahead and pull up Admiral Akbar here. Just to go from 59 to 60, just 59 to 60, is going to cost. Let's just start throwing some droids on him real quick. We're up to 85,000 right now, and we're not even there. Okay, 95,850 to get. It's a little more than is needed, but to get from 59 to 60 costs almost 100,000 credits. To level from 69 to 70, I believe costs close to 160 to 175,000 credits. Just one character. It gets very, very expensive to level your characters. And then, of course, promoting characters. Once you get to the 5, 6, and 7 stars, you're looking at 250,000 to 5 stars, 500,000 credits to 6 stars, and a million credits to 7 stars. So those credits add up really, really, really quick. Now, the best way to conserve your credits and not waste them is to only level characters that you are going to use. Um, I have a lot of lower level characters that I would really like to have at level 70. I mean, my Geonosian Soldier, my Magma Trooper, I'd really like to have them both at 70, but it costs a lot of credits to level characters up. And so I have a lot of characters that unfortunately I haven't had the opportunity to level up. Magma Trooper, I'm farming his shards, so eventually I will get him up to higher levels, because I mean, why farm shards for a character that you're going to leave low at a low level? So, just as an example here, let's look at how much it would cost right now to level my Magna Trooper from 48 to 70. 2 million credits. That's 2 million credits just to take from 48 to 70, not from 1 to 70. Not from 1 to 70, 48 to 70. More than halfway to 70, and it costs 2 million credits. It's ridiculous. That's a lot of credits. So, my suggestion to you as a new player would be to only level the characters that you're going to use in your core group. On my other account, I'm level 68. I only have 4 characters to 68 because I just hit 68 and I didn't have the credits on hand that I really wanted to spend to level that 5th character to the level that I was at. So, only level characters as far as you need. The next thing is ability mats. Ability mats Mark 1, you're not going to have a problem with keeping those in stock. You literally can't use those fast enough. I've got 403 of them. They're a pain in the butt to get rid of almost, it seems like. Ability mat Mark 2, however, those are a little bit harder to maintain a steady, healthy supply of at earlier levels. It's not going to be until you hit about 50, maybe the 50s, before you're got a steady supply of those Mark II ability mats coming in, and you don't have to worry about leveling your character's abilities up to at least level 3. It's once you get into the or Mark III ability mats that you start running into conservation issues. I still have characters that I use almost a semi-regular basis, be it my Galactic War or my Arena Squad team members, that I haven't even leveled all of their abilities up to the max level for level 70, just because I don't want to use all of those Mark III ability mats when I could use them on other things. The next thing is gear mats. You'll notice that I have a lot of low-level characters that have gear slots that are filled in. That's because I use those low-level characters to get that equip gear to one character daily activity. So you'll notice, I'm sure, you will notice early on that there are going to be some materials that you're just swimming in. You can't get rid of them fast enough. But then you have other materials that you have very, very few of, and you have to use them strategically. So early on in the game, don't go buck wild, don't go crazy gearing every single character with every single gear piece that you get. Be strategic with it. You'll notice that Anakin, this Mark III, whatever it is, hollow projector salvage, this stuff has the crappiest drop rate. I think it's a worse drop rate than even character shards, honestly. But it's used by a ton of characters, so you have to be strategic in who you use the gear mats on, because you don't want to waste stuff. You may find yourself equipping gear to a character that you end up not really liking, and that gear may have been some of the hardest stuff to farm in the game, and now you've just wasted it. So next thing is crystals. Unless you're saving up to buy the Chromium Mega Pack, save your crystals for energy. I that's probably the one thing I use my crystals on the most is getting energy for my characters. What I use my energy for is farming hard modes. Unless I need gear like immediately, I do not go out and farm for gear very often. I do it very seldomly. Even at my point in the game, I will go out and I do all of Anakin's hard modes to try and get my Jedi Knight Anakin promoted up to the next level. I'm working on getting my Ahsoka Tano shards. Any number of characters that I have shards that I'm going to go out and farm. I just got my Count Dooku to 100 or 200 stars. I got him to 7 stars. So I can't can't go out and farm him anymore. But until I got him to 7 stars, I was going out every single day. It was like religious. I would go every single day and do his hard modes, and I would spend at least those 64 energy points a day on farming his hard modes, farming his shards, because he's a very versatile, very powerful character in the game. And those are the only places you can get his shards until you unlock the Cantina level where you can farm his shards. And then you can farm him in Cantina. But for early players, what I would recommend is, you go out and find those characters that you want to go and do their hard modes every day, whether that be your Jedi Knight Consular, or your Talia maybe, or Chewbacca. Go out and farm. Use your energy wisely to farm shards, because you're gonna have those characters that you really wish you had promoted earlier on, once you get later into the game, and you'll kind of regret not having spent that energy to farm those shards. Now, Cantina energy is a little bit more self-explanatory. You're only going to use Cantina energy to farm character shards. There's really no other purpose to use Cantina energy for. Um, right now, I'm farming my Barazofi. I'm trying to get her to 7 stars. So I'm using all my Cantina energy on farming Barazofi shards. You may be using your Cantina energy to farm Geonosian Soldier shards, or your Jedi Knight Consular shards, or your Talia shards, because I know those are some characters that are very popular that are early on in the early stages of the Cantina. Now, my Geonosian Soldier, I'm kind of a weirdo here. I only have him up to 3 stars because I don't get very many Cantina points for farming his shards, because it's the very, very, very first Cantina level, so you don't get very many Cantina points. His drop rate is honestly kind of crummy. I think his drop rate on his shards has got to be somewhere in the 30 to 40%. It frustrates you at times, especially when you go on a dry spell of simming, 10 or 12 Cantina levels, and all you get is 2 shards. That's frustrating. But at any rate, I think my next video I'm gonna go over prioritizing characters, which is one of the most important aspects of the, I guess, advanced level resource management. That about wraps up this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, favorite, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. And let me know down in the comments below what you guys are interested in seeing. Thanks, and catch you later.